Hello friends, in this video we will see how the GSM switch can be operated using mobile app.
So GSM Switch was innovated by Walnut Innovations.
We as an Cruci Solutions developed a mobile app to help end users to operate the switch in an easy way. So what we offer through this mobile app, so number one, users can schedule the auto start and stop the switch. So number two, manual control of start and stop just by clicking the buttons. And there are several operations like checking the signal strength, input status, delay start and stop, register phone numbers, and deleting the phone numbers, and many more operations can be performed just by clicking the buttons using this app. So we can also add more features going forward based on the user's feedback. So let us see quickly how it works. Download the mobile app through a given link. The app name is GSM Switch. Install the app on the Android mobile. Sometimes the security settings restricts the installation. Please ensure you check the option to install from unknown sources. So after installation, you see a GSM switch icon on the desktop. Let us see how it looks like. So here is the screen. So you have a GSM switch on your desktop. So let's launch the application by clicking this GSM switch. So it takes you to a screen wherein you see an agriculture button here. As of now, we have configured this app for agriculture purpose. Hence, you are seeing this agriculture name here. So this can be changed to some other names. So let's get into the app. So here is the login screen. So since I have already have logged into already registered into the GSM switch, so I can directly log into the application. So if you are a new user, you have to register by clicking the register button. So here is the screen wherein it takes in username, password, mobile number, and email ID details, and it registers the user into the GSM switch. So once it does a OTP confirmation. So once OTP confirmation is done, so you are ready to get into the app. So I have already logged into. I have already registered here. So let me log into the app. So this is the home page. It takes 10 seconds for all the components and data to get loaded into the home screen. So this is how the home screen looks like. You have multiple sections. So let's go through this one by one. The very top section, its header its headers. You see a name as an other controls. So there are several icons here. So all the operations, whatever you perform through this app, are confirmed through the voice message as well as the text messages. So you can mute the voice message using mute and unmute buttons on the top screen. So this is a mute and unmute icon. So you have another icon called signal. So using this icon or this button, you can get the signal strength of the GSM switch. Let us see how it works. So I'm clicking this signal button. So it pops up a pop-up with a message as, would you like to test a signal, yes or cancel. So there is also a explanation about this functionality at the bottom, which is given in a blue text. So I will say yes here. So this will send a message to the GSM switch and waits for 40 seconds to get a confirmation from GSM switch.
Checking signal strength, please wait.
So yeah, we got a confirmation from the switch.
Signal strength test is passed.
Yeah, so here is the confirmation dialog. It says signal strength test is passed and 16,5 with OK as a message. So this means so the GSM switch is at a good signal strength and it can receive the messages. So whatever the number greater than 16 means the signal is good. So let's click OK. So now let's go to the next option. It's a input button. So using this button, we can check the input status of the pins connected to the GSM switch. So let's click this input button. So it pops up this confirmation dialog wherein it asks whether would you like to send a message, input status message to the GSM switch or not. Similarly, you can see the explanation about this function at the bottom. So let me click yes here.
Checking input status, please wait.
Yes, this sends a message to GSM switch and waits for 40 seconds until it gets a confirmation from switch. Yeah, so we got a confirmation from switch.
Input test is passed change.
So
IN1 open. IN2 open. IN3 open.
So here is the confirmation dialog wherein you see a input test is passed message. So it's an acknowledgement we got from the switch saying that both the switches, switch 1 and switch 2 is in open status. So let's click OK. So let's go to the third one. It's a save relay status. So the function of save relay status is to save the last execution status. So what does this mean is assume that if you're you have started a switch, and if power gets disconnected, and once the power comes back, so to what status would you like to retain the execution? I mean, would you like to switch off when power comes back, or would you like to bring it back to running mode? So let's see how it works. So here is the pop-up, so wherein you can save the status. For example, if you would like to switch off once the power comes back, or would you like to bring the switch back to the running state by saving the mode as an on mode. So I'm not doing this one, so I'm just showing up here. I will do cancel. So let's go to the next section. It's a schedule section. So we have two subsections here within the schedule. So one is a default, it's a schedule 1, and the other one is a basic mode. So this is a basic mode wherein a user can directly select the timings like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 3 hours. So if user would like to manually input the date and time for switch when the switch needs to be started, so here is the options. So here is the calendar. So select say 20th Feb. I would like to start say just 2 minutes from now, 5:10 p.m. and end time it's the same today, 20th February, and the completion time say 12, right? So after setting this one, so let's switch on. So it launches a confirmation dialog asking for whether would you like to really switch on or not, and say let me say yes.
Switch 1 is submitted.
So you see a message as in the request has been submitted, and message was sent to switch. So it starts after a minute.
Starting switch 1, please wait.
Yeah, so it started now. It sent a message to the switch, and you see a pop-up starting switch 1 and waits for 40 seconds. It gets until it gets the confirmation. Yeah, so we got a confirmation saying that switch 1 is on and switch 2 is off. So since we scheduled for switch 1, so the switch 1 status you have noticed it as an on.
Started switch 1.
Yeah, so here is the confirmation dialog wherein it says switch 1 manual test mode is passed, and the R1 is on status and R2 is off status. So basically R1 is nothing but a switch 1 which is on. Just now we switched it on, and R2 is off. Let's say OK. So we have set the end time as 5:12. So let's wait for another minute so that it switches off the switch by itself. So you can see the status here. The status is running, and the present time it's 5:11. So the end time is 5:12. It's a 24 hours format. It is showing up as of now.
Stopping switch 1, please wait.
Yeah. So stopping switch request has sent to GSM switch. The message has been sent. You see a pop-up with stopping switch 1, and it's a 40 seconds wait to get the confirmation from the switch. Yeah, we got the confirmation saying that switch 1 is off now.
Stop switch 1.
Yeah, so here is the confirmation dialog wherein it says switch 1 is off and R1 is off. Previously it was on and now it is off. So this confirms that the switch 1 is switched off at 5:12. So we are fine with this, and next go to the other option. It's a basic mode. Yeah, so let's go to the basic mode. So here I select 5 minutes run. So switch on this. Okay, here is the confirmation dialog. Yeah, so it says the request is
Switch 1
submitted,
is submitted.
and it has not sent the start message to the switch yet. So it waits for a minute, and then it sends the request to the switch 1. Yeah, let's wait for a minute. Yeah.
Starting switch 1, please wait.
Yeah, so now it has sent a message to the switch. So you can see the status changes from submitted to the running. So here is the pop-up, and waits. So it waits for 40 seconds to get a confirmation from the switch. Yeah, so it got a confirmation saying it's waiting for a 40 seconds. So
Started switch 1.
yeah, so here is the confirmation dialog which confirms that switch 1, that is R1, is on, and switch 2 is off condition. So let's click OK. So you can see here the status as a running status, and so this gets switched off by itself after 5 minutes. So let's wait for a 5 minutes.
Please wait.
So it has sent a request now after 5 minutes to the switch. So here is the pop-up. It says stopping the switch on. Let's wait for 40 seconds to get a confirmation from switch. Yes, we got a confirmation as switch is switched off. Yeah, so here is the confirmation dialog. Switch 1 off manual mode. You see here switch 1 is set to off status and switch 2 is also off. So we are fine with this now. So next, let's go to the third section. It's the same switch on and off, but it's a manual mode, not a schedule mode. So let's switch on this immediately by clicking this on button. It asks for confirmation. Let me say yes.
Starting switch 1 to
Yes, it sent a message to the switch. We get a 40 seconds wait pop-up. So here starting switch on. Let's wait for 40 seconds to get a confirmation from switch. Yeah, so we got confirmation as switch 1 is on now. So here is the confirmation pop-up.
switch 1 is on manual.
Here switch 1 is on and switch 2 is off. So you can see the status. Switch 1 is running since 5:27. So we can switch off. So let's switch off the switch 1. So here is a confirmation. So I'll click yes.
Stopping switch 1 please wait.
Yeah, it has sent a message to GSM switch to switch off the switch 1 and waiting for 40 seconds to get a confirmation from the GSM switch. Yeah, so we got a confirmation from the switch as switch 1 is switched off. So let's wait for a few seconds here.
Switch 1 is off manual.
So here is the confirmation. Switch 1 is off and switch 2 is also off. So let's move on to the other sections. So I'm not covering the switch 2 schedule and manual mode functionality. So in this demo, since the functionality remains the same as the switch 1. So let's directly jump on to switch 1 delay mode. Switch 1 delay mode is similar to schedule mode. This feature, using this feature, we can switch on or stop the switch for a given duration after a given duration of the time. So the maximum time supported by the GSM switch is 200 seconds. So let's see how it works. So I'm switching on the switch 1 delay mode to on, and let's click on delay start button. So it launches a pop-up. So here is the pop-up. So we can select switch 1 or switch 2 by clicking on radio buttons. I'm selecting switch 1 and just enter the timing in seconds. So maximum support is 200 seconds. So just give some time within 200 seconds. Say if I give it as 20 seconds, upon clicking the submit button, switch 1 will start after a delay of 20 seconds. So similarly for switch 2 as well. So I'm just canceling this operation. Let's move on to the stop. So clicking delay stop button launches a pop-up, and similarly we can select a switch 1 radio button to stop the switch 1. So after a delay of say 30 seconds. So clicking submit button will stop the switch 1 after a delay of 30 seconds. I'm just doing cancel here. So let's move on to the last section. It's a register phone with a switch. So we have four operations here. One is adding the phone number to the GSM switch registry and deleting a phone number from the GSM switch registry. And the third one is delete all the phone numbers from the registry. And the fourth operation is GSM switch phone number, adding a GSM switch phone number, new phone number, or deleting or editing the phone number. So let's try. So I'm not submitting these operations over here. I'm just showing up how it works. So clicking add button launches a register new phone pop-up wherein you can enter some phone number. Let's say I'm just giving some random phone number over here for demo purpose. So clicking add button, it sends a message to GSM switch to add the phone number to the GSM registry.
Processing new phone number registration.
So let's wait for a few seconds to get a confirmation from switch. So here is a confirmation. We got it from the switch saying the setting is saved and the phone number got added to the registry.
Successfully registered new
So
phone
confirmation
number
dialog, and it says successfully registered new phone number, setting saved. So click OK button. So let's move on to the delete. So let me click this delete button. So it launches again a pop-up to enter the phone number which needs to be deleted from the registry. So just add the 10-digit phone number over here and click the delete button. So it deletes the phone number from the registry. I'm just doing cancel over here. So let's move on to the third one. It's a delete all. So it launches a pop-up. Clicking yes will delete all the phone numbers from the registry. I'm doing cancel here. So the last one is the GSM switch phone number. Here you can edit the phone number, replace it with new phone number, or you can see which number is registered with the switch through which you are communicating the messages. So I'm just doing cancel over here. So that's it. I mean, we are done with the switch functionalities, and hope it helps. Thank you.